Alright, hey gang, Manly here at FX Link. Thank you for joining us on this week's trade review video. Now, in this week's video, we are going to review Euro Aussie. Now, look at that Euro Aussie right here. Last week we had a potential shorting opportunity right here. As you can see, we have a larger kill zone right here, which is, by kill zone I mean a potential selling opportunity zone whereby any type of selling opportunity is valid. What I initially looked for was a chance to hop into this trade as soon as price hits these levels of structure and then give us a lower low, lower close. And indeed, price did hit our previous levels of structure, but we didn't have a lower low, lower close. Okay, instead we had a higher close, higher than this particular high right here, and then price did eventually give us a double top on this one. Okay, by double top I mean this potential channel right here. We have a double top right here with a bearish divergence on our RSI. Okay, and for me this is still a valid short setup, but our risk reward will be slightly adjusted since we have new information in the market coming through. So I'm gonna be conservative on this one since we are in the middle of structure on our structure zone right here. I would prefer a price to come over to these levels of structure. Now that we have a double top, we are going to trade this as a trend continuation trade or potential bearish rotation trade. So I'm gonna look for a break and close below this low right here. Okay, we have a double top, and this double top gave us a support point right here. So I'm gonna have to look for a break and close below this support point and a pullback into structure in order for me to sell right here with this type of risk to reward as markets conditions have changed. So I'm gonna have to have this type of risk to reward on my arsenal. Have 30 pips higher than this high, then my risk would come over to this level of structure, which is a potential 159 pip worth of reward on this one, and a 65 pips worth of risk on this one. If you wish to take extended targets, that would depend on the extension of the breakout. So say hypothetically price did give us a breakout that's this small, then we're gonna have to take a Fibonacci extension from our swing high back to our swing low and look for a potential 127 extension, which comes off right here. So potential targets 163 pips, and potential risk on this particular trade 165 pips. So if you are aggressive on this one, I would advise you to be cautious and look for extra confirmation before hopping into the market as soon as price hits, as soon as the market opens on Monday. Excuse me, guys. As soon as the market opens on Monday. I was looking at GBP USD last week and kind of tracking it into the market, seeing if price would eventually hold at 3200s, and price didn't actually hold at 3200s. We have had a break below, close below structure, and then we are having a pullback into structure. Now that we have a break below, close below, okay, let's go back to the daily time frame, show you what's going on. Now that we have a break below, close below that structure level, I'm gonna look at the next level of structure that I think price will eventually extend to. Okay, now that we have a break below, close below these structure levels, I'm looking for, I think this is personal. Okay, well, everything here is personal. I think price will easily come over to these levels of structure, which is at 1.3042. And as we go down to the lower time frames, I don't have a good place to take a shorting opportunity right here, as price is in between our structure resistance right here at over at 3450s, and our structure support over at 3200s. So what I'll be looking for, since my potential bias is bearish on this one, from our impulse leg right here, okay, as I copy and paste this one, okay, you would see our ABCD pattern terminates over at 34.59, okay. And if I take my Fibonacci extension tool from our swing low, excuse me guys, to our resistance right here back, okay, you would notice our Fibonacci extension confluences with our termination of the ABCD pattern, which is over to those resistance levels that we have right there, okay. I will be setting myself up for a position of a position of low risk and high reward on this one. So I'll be setting myself up for a 50 pip risk on this one, and a potential 200 pip reward on this one. This is a pretty large risk to reward, which is a 1:4 risk to reward. So my first targets, I would have to take them somewhere right here. Let me see if I would take my Fibonacci retracement and project with the very same Fibonacci retracement. You would see our daily 2 retracement comes over right here. So my first targets, I would have to take a portion of that potential profits of 222 pips, and this would be a 138 pip worth of reward for my first targets. And my second targets, I would have to take extended targets over to our bottom support levels over at 3200s for a total of 241 pip worth of reward on this one, okay. If you are a counter trend trader, there might be a potential buying opportunity, as we have a head and shoulder pattern, okay, our potential head right there, and our potential right shoulder should be back at 3200s right there, okay.